Grade 3
Another
Braille.
minute or so.
Yep.
If you want to mute yourself, Nancy, and call Audrey, you can.
Oh no, I don't have to talk to her. Like, I don't have to talk to her tonight.
Get on
but
here.
Oh,
because if I jump off, the whole webinar will close.
Oh yeah, no, we don't want you to do that. I can do that if you like.
Sure, if you don't mind.
Right. It will probably make me leave when I call her because.
You just have your cell phone. Yeah.
It is the top of the hour.
Okay. If you see Nancy come back, Lucy, just bring her up to our panelist.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to jump over to my book. So we are on lesson 10, I think. Let me look at my notes to see. We did a review and that threw me off.
I've got 11, but I don't know how I did that.
Yeah, I think let's see, because we had our outlining was 7 and 8. And then our review was 9. We're on 11. You're right. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're on lesson 11. Welcome to another session of grade 3 Braille. Tonight, last time we covered initial signs, and those are the signs that come before a word. So think of like DE, QU. Tonight, we're going to cover medial signs that come in the middle of a word. But first, what I'm going to do is a quick review of the initial signs in case you missed it last time or there's one you didn't get, so that we can build upon that. So if you pull out your initial signs, I will go over the list. Our first one is DE. And when we talk about DE, remember it's the syllable for DE, such as define, determine, and that sign is represented by J. Just the J means DE. Our second one is QU, and that is, the initial sign for that is Q. So they have quotation, QOT.6N. Our third one is EX, and this again is a syllable, like expect, exempt, and they're just using X. The initial sign for that is X. Another one is SP, and the initial sign for SP is the GH sign. So if you think about like spot would be GHOT. Our next one is OUT, and the sign for that is OU. So again, this is the syllable of out. So we're talking about like outfit, outside. You would just do the OU sign instead of the OUT. And then we have RE, the syllable again. So like refine, rename, and that is represented by an OW sign. And then we have the ING sign is the initial sign for UN. So if you think about unfounded, unbending, it's ING sign for that UN.
Are you reviewing initial signs?
I am real quick, yeah.
Okay, because we did those last week. I thought, okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Just in case anyone missed it.
Gotcha.
So that comprises our initial signs, ending with that UN. And So I will go into this lesson for tonight, which is medial signs. And I'll just read a little bit about it. Medial signs are those signs used between the letters within a word. So our medial signs, again, our first one is I'll give the letters first and then the sign. So we have QU, and that is again represented by Q. So the QU can be an initial and a medial sign. So I would write these down separately under the medial signs, do QU as well. And they have acquaint. So acquaint, instead of ACQUAINT, it is ACQAINT. Sequence is another one. They're omitting the U, so we have SEQ56E for the sequence. So that is QU.
Wouldn't that be the SE sign? Wouldn't they use the SE sign there? On sequence?
They don't here.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I think maybe
just
since
to.
we haven't learned it.
I thought
but
it's
we
an
did
initial
in some
sign.
of our.
We did. The
Yeah.
SE sign was supposed to be.
We didn't learn
Oh
SE.
wait, that's not initial, is it? Oh,
SP we learned, but
SP,
SE is
right?
not initial.
But SE is not initial. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, okay.
We have a raised hand. Do you want to take it?
I'm sorry. That was.
We'll take it just after we do this, a few
Okay.
signs here. So
Okay.
hold on, Jeanette. So again, just to clarify, sequence is SEQENCE sign. So that was our first medial sign. Our second medial sign is SE, as we mentioned. And SE is represented by WH sign. So we have examples such as senseless. We have SEN, WH sign, 46S. So that's our SE is represented by WH. And it gives a little note. This sign is used only at the end of a well-defined syllable. After that, this sign is used only at the end of a well-defined syllable. And then our next one is RR, and that is represented by a lower h, which could be a question mark, but I'll call it a lower h for RR. Example, we have sorrow is SO lower h OW. They give another one, hurry, HU lower h y. Okay, our third medial sign is ST or TT. I read that from one of my dots. This book is so old that my dots are getting scratched out. I'm like, that's weird. But TT, and TT is represented by a lower J. So the examples for this are attention, and it's ATTEN 56N. Fitting, FI lower J ING sign. And it says, as a little note here, in writing the word getting, letting, and putting, it is permissible to omit the first vowel, even though it is not an A. So we're kind of going back to those outline rules where we omitted the first vowel only if it was an A. But they're saying in getting, letting, and putting, it is permissible to omit the first vowel, even though it is not an A. These words are written thus. So getting is G lower J ING, like you're getting something from the fridge. G lower J ING. Letting is L lower J ing. And I'm going to take a hand here and see what would pudding be. Putting, like you're putting it away.
All right. Ralph?
It would be P, lower J, ing. Sorry.
Yeah, you got it. Thank you. And our next medial sign is PP. Like P like pudding, P like pudding, PP. And it is represented by a hyphen, dots 3, 6. So the example they give appointment, A hyphen OINT for appoint, A hyphen OINT. And handicapped. How do you think you would write that one? Handicapped. If we know that the PP sign is a dash.
Mary, you want to try that?
Okay. HANDIC and then the hyphen ED.
Yes, you got it. Handicapped. I think that's a bad example to put in a book for blind people, but just my take on it. Our next medial sign is LL, and that's represented by dots 4, 5, 6. Kind of an easy one because it kind of looks like an L. Dots 4, 5, 6. So we have alliance, and they give it A, dots 4, 5, 6, IANCE sign. And we have filled, like you filled your cup. FI 4, 5, 6 ED. Okay, and then we have SS.
Kristen?
Yeah.
Kristen, may I give a couple things? In the RR, TT, and PP signs, there is a reason they chose those specific signs for those letters. And like if you put the low H, if you were to put your pinky down, your left pinky down, it would look like an R, like a lower R. And that's why they have done that. It does the same thing on the lower J. If you put your left pinky down, it looks like a lower T. And that's why they chose that. And the P, it would be the top part of a lower P if you could go down that far. The hyphen would. That's why they chose those specific signs to represent RR, TT, and PP.
Yeah. Your Hadley instructor must have filled you in on that one because it doesn't say that, but that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I read that somewhere. I don't remember where, but I don't think it was in that book. So
yeah,
but
thank you.
Yeah.
That clarifies it in my head at least.
Yeah, and I just thought that those, now the others LL, it looks like when you said it looks like L, I thought, yeah, that's the reason they did that, and the others had a reason too. So I thought I'd pass it on.
Yeah, thank you.
You betcha.
Okay, so we did LL was the 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to do SS, and that is dots 4, 6. SS. So the example, I'm going to give the dot positions, and I want someone to tell me the word. I'm going to trick everyone. So we have A dots 4, 6. M BLE sign. A dots 4, 6 M BLE sign.
All right. Area code excuse me. Area code 407. You can unmute.
It's going to be a symbol.
Yeah, she got it. And we have one more that I will talk everyone through. The word issue is written I46UE. Issue. I46UE. Okay, and then we have an exercise, and we have finished our medial signs for this lesson. So does anyone have any questions before we start the exercise? Like, does anyone feel like they missed anything?
Jeanette?
Medial sign in the example. And I also didn't understand why she said the PP and the TT and the RR were done the way they were.
I'll let Nancy repeat that. And I didn't catch the first part of your question. What was that?
The very first medial sign
Okay.
and the example.
Yes. First medial sign is going to be, let's see. Gotta go back a page.
You were talking about the word sequence, and I don't know if there was anything.
Okay, yes. Our first medial sign is
It was right after.
QU, and it's represented by Q. And then our second one was SE, and it's represented by WH. So, and I'll let Nancy talk about the pudding and getting one more time.
All right.
Is Nancy
Okay.
More
muted?
hands?
So,
Whoa.
okay.
Do you want to
Did you
take
want me to-
hands or do you want to?
Did you want me
go
to
ahead and
explain
we'll
this
let-
first?
We'll let Nancy
Or-
explain it, and we'll
Oh,
take
okay.
a couple
Sorry.
more hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So if you put the fingers, like just put your fingers for a lower H. If you were going to do a lower H on the Braille writer, it would be dots 2, 3, 6, right? So if you leave those fingers there and you put your left pinky down as if you had a dot 7, there's if you had an 8 dot Braille display. You put your pinky down, it would look the 4 fingers you have down would look like a lower R, because it would be, instead of dots 1, 2, 3, 5, it would be dots 2, 3, 7, 6, but it's a lower, it looks like I can feel it in my fingers that it's an R, that it's a lower R. And you do the same thing to the T, and you get the shape of a T, but it's in the lower part of a cell. That's the reason they did that. But if you just want to memorize them as what they are, if that's easier for you, then go ahead and do that. It's just, they mentioned that so that in case you needed something to help you remember which one was RR, which one was TT, which one was, all of that. That's why they said that. That's why they gave that example. But for some people, if it is confusing, just memorize it as the lower R is H, and the lower T is a J, and the lower P is the hyphen, the 3-6. So that's, does that still not make sense, or am I totally confusing everybody? Because I'm not meaning to.
I'll give kind of an analogy. I work in healthcare, and there's been a couple times when I've had to wear rubber gloves and read some Braille, and it's kind of tricky. But if you're looking at like the sign for PP, that's that 3-6, or the TT, you're just kind of thinking, you feel part of it, and oh yeah, that could be part of a T. So, it's just the lower J there, you're thinking, okay, those first few top dots could be part of a T. So that's kind of my take on it. It reminded me of when I was trying to read Braille wearing gloves a couple times. But in the RR, you're feeling that part of that lower H there. And you're like, what could that be the top of? That could be the top of an R. So if that makes it a little less messy, but thank you, Nancy.
All right. Hannah. Hannah, you can unmute.
Oh,
There
I
you go.
think my hand may have been raised from earlier.
Oh, all right. Mary. Mary.
I was just wondering, like in the word, when they did, I believe it was petting, or let's see, I've kind of forgotten.
Pudding?
Yeah, pudding. Thank you. I was wondering why they would say that it was all right to omit that first vowel, because I mean, I know that, we're just doing the rules, but I was just wondering why they would say that, because that could potentially be padding, patting, or
No,
pet.
no. Think about the short form words they have for put and get and let.
Oh.
And in those they
Oh.
automatically take out the vowel. So
I wasn't thinking about that.
that can't be anything else but those, because
But
of those
that.
short form words
Okay.
that are already put, let, and get. They already take the vowel out.
I get it. I wasn't thinking along those lines,
See,
but that does make sense. I wasn't thinking about the short form words of those, but it does make sense now. Thank you.
right. You bet. Sorry, Kristen. I just
No,
kind
you're good. You're good. Yeah, so we'll take any more questions before we start some review, if anyone has any.
All right, Kim.
I didn't really have a question. I just thought the way that I remember, the double T, and all you have to do is in your imagination, move the letter down in the cell. That's either going to chop off the bottom dot, or in the case of P, it's going to chop off the bottom two dots. So just picture it moving down the cell too far, and you're feeling the top half of the letter or just the top of the letter.
Yeah, that's a good explanation. Might beat my rubber glove explanation. But thank you, Kim.
All right. Jeanette.
No, I think we're good. I didn't realize my hand was still.
Oh, that's okay. All right, area code 917. You can unmute.
Hi, it's Bob. I was coming home from church. I did email, text you, Kristen, but apparently you didn't get it. But I was just going to be listening because there's a noise on the bus. But I wouldn't miss this lesson for anything if I could help it. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'll just leave you so you can mute and unmute whenever you want to. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yeah. All right.
I think we got everyone.
Okay, that's it.
All right, so once everyone has those all written out, we have some practice exercises. And for some of them, I will give you the grade 3, and for some, I will give you the easy part, and you can find the grade 3. So we're going to start with passive, P-A-S-S-I-V-E. If anyone wants to take a stab at passive.
All right, Ralph.
Wouldn't that be P.46VE?
Yes, yep, you got it. In the passive, yeah, you could outline that A. You got that right. Yep, P.46. And there is, well, P. And you outline the I, yep, P.46VE. You're correct.
It's a short I, so it's a short vowel.
Yeah.
So that's
happy. I hope everyone's happy to be learning. these symbols.
Eden.
Hi, hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can hear you.
It's happy, you said?
Yeah.
It's H, the dash 36H36Y.
You got it. Yeah. Could you outline that first A? So H36Y.
Oh, and
Yeah,
I
I
want
was
to
thinking
tell
of-
you where you heard that, where Nancy got that from the grade 3 about the lowered R's. It's in the Key to Grade 3 Braille. It's in that book about the things being like lowered letters.
Oh, okay.
I knew I'd
Yeah,
read it.
that's good
I
to
knew it
know.
was in one of those. Thank you.
All right, I'll give you another one. How would you do, this is a real easy one, banquet. And we talked about banquet in a previous lesson, actually, but I think this will change the way we.
Hannah.
The BNQET.
Yes, BNQET, yeah. And in our previous lesson, we had that UE there, so we couldn't outline it, so they left it. But now we have the QU sign, so BNQET. What about flurry? I want to try flurry.
A lot of people have been having snow flurries lately, or
I know.
snow, right, around the
Chanel.
country.
FLU. I feel like there should be something for LU, but maybe there's not. At least then you have the lower H for double RY. So FLU double lower HY.
Yes. Yeah. That U, because we can only outline the A when it's the first
Right.
syllable. So we would leave it. I'm going to give a couple in grade 3, and I will go through the symbols and we'll talk about it. So what would be UWH56L? It's an easy one. UWH56L.
All right. Area code 407.
Useful.
Yes, you got it. All right, here's a trickier one. ING sign, A, lower J, A, INBLE.
Chanel.
Unattainable.
Yes. That was a mouthful. All right, what about T, lower J, ER, S. T, lower J, ER, S.
Kathy.
Tatters.
Yes, tatters. Here's one. MO hyphen ING. MO hyphen ING.
Eden.
Mopping.
Yep, we got it. What about C hyphen ED? C hyphen ED.
Ralph.
The Zoom webinar. It'll be capped, CAPPED. And now lower.
Yes.
And button.
I'll give you a couple more. So what about XTO 456 ED? XTO 456 ED.
Jeanette.
Extolled.
Yes. Ex the weird word. Extolled. This is an E. Well, that's too easy. What about XPR 46 ING? XPR 46 ING.
Chanel.
Expressing?
Yes, you got it. And I'll give you a couple more. And then I have something that we haven't done before that I think we'll really enjoy. Okay, what about OW J V like Victor L P E D? This uses a couple initial signs.
Mm-hmm. All right, Ralph.
The Zoom webinar.
Redeveloped.
Yes.
You guys are doing awesome tonight.
Yeah, they are.
Good job.
Okay, we'll do two more this way, and then I have something else. Let's see. We have J G H N D E N sign T. J G H N D E N sign T.
Mary.
I know what it is. It's despondent, but I'm also wondering why the O is not outlined.
Despondent, SP. It is here
It is
because we have
outlined.
J.
Yeah.
We have J G H N. So that O would be there, but it's not.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. You might have pictured it in your head, but yeah, they did outline it.
Okay, thank you.
Then we'll do one more. We have ING S lower J L E D. ING S lower J L E D.
All right. Jeanette?
No, this isn't good because I had a question. I don't know this
sorry.
one. I'm sorry. Not your fault.
Okay. We'll get to you in a minute then. Let's see. Chanel.
Unsettled.
Yeah, she got it. Okay, let's see what Jeanette's question. We can go ahead and
Jeanette,
if you
what's
could
up?
repeat the redeveloped. I got lost on that one.
Yes. So the RE sign is the OW. And then the DE, they had the J. And then VLPED. So we're kind of breaking VLPED. Okay, so what I thought we'd do tonight, which
Okay. This Bob, can I interrupt for a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
Banquet. Can't we leave out the final E?
BNQ.
That's what I was
Would you-
wondering.
BNQT.
You had E before, and I thought we could leave that out.
Yes, it's Audrey. I was thinking the same thing.
I was thinking the
wrote it
same
down.
thing.
I wrote it down that way. I'm thinking that maybe we'll come to that later, but that's how I wrote it.
Yeah, I would think you could.
Oh no! Oh wait! It's a UE. It's a double vowel. That's why. You
Oh,
can't-
that's
Q
right.
stands Q stands for QU.
QU. I know that.
Yes.
I know that.
So
But it's
B,
still-
so you got B, you outline the A, the Q stands for QU, you leave out the E, and you got T. And what else could it
Yeah.
mean? B
Well,
and
right.
QT. What else could it mean?
It probably couldn't mean anything else, Bob. But I'm just saying, by the rules, you can't outline it because it's double vowel. UE, even though
okay.
the U is that's
Why?
the reason I'm thinking they. I agree with you. Okay, I'm just thinking that's why they didn't.
Yeah.
Then that's why they might not have.
Okay.
But I agree with you. I think it could be left out. But yeah.
Yeah, that's how I wrote it. So yeah.
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 I'd go either way. I would still know what it is either way.
Yeah. But I think that's the only reason I can think of as to why they wouldn't have.
Yeah.
How about the word bouquet? It's the same thing.
Oh,
You
know what?
OU.
QU. QUE. You can't leave out that E because it ends the word. You don't leave out an E. Bouquet. It
No,
does.
it's T.
It's a
Oh,
T.
BU. Oh, yeah. BUET. Oh, it is BUQUET, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. That's a good question. Wish we had that answer key.
I know.
I know I took the course, but I don't like have all my lessons from.
A lot of times for foreign words, they recommend you don't outline. Even though it's an English word, but it really is more of a foreign.
It's French. Thing. Yeah, it actually is French derision. So, yeah.
Wow.
The revision.
Does anyone else have any other questions before we move on?
No hands.
I think we're good to go. What I was going to do tonight is have the participants kind of, in a sense, quiz each other. So we'll have one person think of a word, and you can either ask it to a specific person or you can ask it to the whole crowd, but thinking of a word and then thinking, how would we write this? So, for example, Mary could say, I want to ask this to Ralph. Or Jeanette could say, I want to ask this to Chanel, and have a word in mind with using your medial signs, your initial signs, and then think to yourself how it would be done and quiz a partner. So, whoever wants to go first, if you think you have a word in mind, raise your hand.
All right.
Okay. Ralph. Don't say the word, but just quiz. First, we'll see who you want to quiz, and then you can either give the grade 3 or the grade 2 version once you figure out.
On the Zoom webinar lower hand button.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we can hear you.
All right, so you want me to say the word in grade 3?
However you'd like. Would you like to say it in grade 2 or grade 3, and then say also who you're going to quiz?
All right, Mary, how would you write rebound?
Okay, rebound would be the OW sign for RE, and then B, and then 4-6D for OUND.
Okay.
Correct.
You got it.
Correct.
And we could do it like a popcorn way, like Mary, if you want to go then. Mary, if you want to quiz someone.
Okay, let's see. Let's see, I'll ask
We have Jeanette,
Chanel.
Eden. Okay.
Let's see. How about define?
J F I N sign E, because I don't think you can outline.
Now that seems right
You're correct.
to me.
You're
Okay.
correct. Yep, you're correct. You cannot outline that E. That's correct. Good job.
Or I meant the I. You can't outline the indefine the.
Yeah.
Oh no,
neither.
because it's a long I, and it's also already in a contraction. But yeah, it's a
that's
long
right.
I.
Yeah, so you can't outline that. So
Yeah.
okay. How about establish? Oh, I've got to pick somebody.
Let's kind of read off who we have. We have Jeanette, we have Eden, we have Hannah.
All right, I'm gonna
Kathy.
pick on my buddy Hannah. How about? I could not think of a word. So what came to mind? Establishment. Or is that even a? Could you even?
It's
do
a word.
That one.
It's a word.
Establishment.
Maybe you can't. I don't know. Actually, maybe you can't.
Well, maybe it's a
Oh,
trick.
that's a
Let
good
her
one.
think
I
about
don't know. Can that much of that be outlined? I know it's the E, the ST sign, and the A be outlined. I'm wondering.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
Okay, so it'd be E, ST, B, L, I, SH sign, dots 5, 6, T.
Yeah.
Is that
And
correct?
the I.
That's
Did
a
you
little
outline the I?
tricky. That's a
Yeah,
little
sorry I
tricky
picked a weird
because
one.
That's
no.
okay.
This is cool because the I is a short I, so establishment. But if you outlined it, you'd have the blish, BLSH right there together. Would that blend pronunciation? Would that kind of warp pronunciation, or would you be able to recognize that as blishment? Because there's nothing really else it could be.
I wrote it that way just now without the I, and it seemed okay to me. But
establishment, yeah, I would think that the I could go.
Yeah.
But that
I would know what
BLSH
it
might look
meant.
warped together, might warp sounds when you actually say it. So if it wasn't clear, I'd put it in. But if it was, I'd leave it out.
Okay. Is the I could be outlined?
I believe it can, but it's one of those
made a note of that.
because it's a short I.
Yeah. So, thank you, Hannah. And if anyone has a word, or if Hannah has a word,
Hannah, you want to think of a word?
I'm trying to think if I can come up with one. I'll just say it in grade 2. Just the first one popped in my head. Request.
Oh,
good one.
Do you have anyone
right.
specific
And who should I
you want
pick
to
on?
quit?
The
The ones that have not been picked on, we can do Jeanette, Dan.
Someone has their hand raised.
Oh, okay.
So, area code 571. You can unmute.
Hello. Yes, this is Pam. I got a word, sequential.
Oh, wait a minute. You got to do Hannah's word first.
Yeah. Hang on
then
one
we'll
second.
go to you.
That's a good one, though. Hang on to that. That's a good one.
Do you want to try Hannah's word? Oh, she just muted herself. So.
Okay. I guess not.
Oh wait, I don't know what it. I don't know the answer right off to the other one.
Okay.
Request.
It's easier than yours.
It is actually request.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you have the one for the RE sign. What is that again? I forgot. That's the OW sign, I think.
Yes.
And then the Q for QE and then E and then the sign for ST?
Yeah, you got
Almost.
it.
Almost.
But
Almost.
It was request, right?
Yes.
yes.
Almost.
The OW, the sign?
That's
the sign
correct.
for OW, the sign, the Q, and then you can leave out E,
Yes.
and then the sign for
Yeah.
ST?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's
It's
RE
kind of like a
sign,
banquet.
QU sign, and then ST sign.
Oh.
It's kind
QU
of like
sign,
banquet
ST,
in that
okay.
sense that we have
Yeah.
the QU, E, and
ST.
request and banquet kind of follow the same pattern.
That's true. They do.
Hmm.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yep. REQUST. Yep. Request.
Oh, gee.
Good one. Okay, so
Sequential.
Pam
That's going to be a good
had
one.
sequential.
Sequential is going to be a good one. That's a good one.
Well, Jeanette has her hand up. I don't know for sure if that's what, is that what you wanted to answer?
No, I had a word, but then she snuck hers in. But let's see, the SE sign, which is I can't remember, but then Q, and then EN sign TIAL.
So the SE sign, if you think about it, so we have WH is the SE sign. So
There's a nice little trick you'll learn for this later, but the SE sign, the S, think about it, it's a backwards S. The WH is a backwards S. And so when you see that in those cases, that can make you think of SE, or just remember that it's SE and it's a backwards S. So that's how you remember what that sign is.
yeah, but otherwise you got it. So the SE sign, which is WH, the QU, we just did the Q, EN, T, IAL. And that last IAL, the IA, we cannot outline because, remember the rule? We have two
vowels.
The diphthong, yep.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
You'll learn sign. You will learn signs for those, but we haven't got there yet.
So
That's our
my
next
word
lesson.
for people is lonely.
Lonely. Well.
Well.
Who wants
Ralph?
No, the Zoom webinar.
That would be L, then the ONE sign dot 50 and dots 45.
Correct,
Yes,
although
and
they haven't learned the LY yet, but you're correct.
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have.
Oh,
yeah.
justly. Yeah, duh, Nance. Justly, likely. Yeah, got it. I'm
I
sorry.
have a question though. But you know, the SE sign, I thought that was a medial sign instead of an initial sign.
It is a medial sign.
So if you I thought
Oh, sequential.
right. I thought you couldn't start with a
Oh, you're right. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you. I should have caught that. You caught the teacher. You caught one of the teachers. Good job. You're right. You can't. And there's a reason why. It's because a lot of words begin with WH. So you don't want to confuse those.
Right.
That's the reason
Yeah.
you don't, the SE is not a medial, an initial sign. That's right. We used it incorrectly there.
That's a good catch. So we'd have SE spelled out. We'd have
Right.
Q, EN, T, IAL.
It even got me. So that.
Yeah, but if you had it WH, you'd be like, what? Yeah, you would get the
For
wrong
Q,
idea in your head.
yeah. So it's the same with RE. There's no RE. Well, RE is a syllable. Yeah. But SE, I wonder why. Huh.
Well, there's more that starts with WH than there is that starts with OW.
RE. Yeah, that's the OW. That's true. You're right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have a word they want to quiz someone? And then I'll give a couple more.
Because
before we
Kathy
wrap it
hasn't
up.
been tested yet, and there's a few others who haven't either. So
James, Dan.
Ralph, do you want to give somebody a word or?
No, I'm good. I took my turn, so we're good.
Okay. Someone should really quiz Kathy because she's living with one of the teachers.
Okay. Area code 407. You can unmute.
Okay, I have one I'd like to quiz somebody on, but I have a question also. I thought earlier you told us on banquet that we couldn't leave out the E, and then later you said that we could.
we're saying that I was saying according to the rules, the UE is technically a diphthong, so technically we can't. But I said that I would probably leave it out because it's a short E, and it's right
Okay.
after a QU sign. And on
Okay.
request you can, so I don't see why not.
Okay.
I don't see why not.
Okay. All right. I wanted to quiz someone on. Let's see. I'll give this to Chanel. How about tissue?
Tissue.
Okay, so tissue would be TI, and then I think 4-6 is the SS sign.
Yeah.
Correct.
And you would keep in the U and E, so that would be my answer. TI 4-6 UE.
Correct.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Yep. Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, and we got 10 minutes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to quiz Kathy. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to give you, Kathy. There's a couple that are just too easy. Repressed. Repressed. REPRESSED.
Okay, I think, art, isn't the OWRE?
Yeah.
And PR 46ED?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. I was sweating that one.
Good job.
Thank you.
You're waiting for someone to quiz you.
Yeah. Thanks.
I'll do a couple more tricky ones that I'll just give the group and then we'll wrap it up. Okay. What is, I'll give the grade 3, OW sign, PR 46 VE. It's close to what Kathy had.
Ralph?
Repressive.
Very good.
You got it.
Yeah. Very good.
Okay. Let's see. Some of these. Okay, I'm going to give this one to Eden. I'm going to put you on the spot. A-LC.6N.
Application?
hyphen.
Ooh,
Yes, application.
I was like, wait, was there more? I missed it.
No, application.
Oh, you got it.
Got the
Good
book
job.
and all the notes in it. I've been studying for the past 2 weeks.
Good job.
Yeah, on the YouTube.
Good
And I
job.
mean, we had a good idea there. I think it was kind of Audrey and I came up with about YouTube, and we've gotten some followers that way. Okay, we'll do a couple more. This one is going to be ING OW QITED.
All right, Chanel.
Unrequited.
Yes.
Ooh,
That's a weird,
good job.
a weird word. You don't see it very often. You just don't go saying something's unrequited.
Unrequited love.
How about
this? Oh, go ahead, Nancy.
How about ing sign, OW sign, GH sign, NSV?
All right, Hannah, you still have your hand up, so we're going to let you do this.
Unresponsive.
Very good. All right.
Yes.
Good job.
Now when I do my charting for hospice, I can say someone's unresponsive and I can write it real quick. Well, that's it. I think we have time for one or two more. We're going to go with JTST sign. That's an easy one.
Chanel.
Detest.
Yeah.
Very good. Yay.
That was almost
Good
too
job.
easy.
But
I'm
the
gonna call
TST could look tricky though. So that was a good one still.
I'm
The
going to call
TST.
Hadley and say you need to make these a little harder. Okay, we'll do maybe one more. We have LI lower J ER. So that lower J, what's it kind of look like?
Ralph.
Litter.
Very good.
Yes.
Woohoo.
And now
So
lower.
that lower J
All
kind of
right.
looks like a T in a sense. And okay, I'll give you a couple more. How would you write worry? Worry.
All right. Area code 407.
Okay, I think it's WO and then the 236 and
Oh, I'm sorry. Oops.
Oh no, did you mute her?
Sorry, you can unmute again. Sorry.
anyway,
I'm sorry.
did I get that right? I think it's WO and then the lower H or 236 and then the Y.
Correct.
Yeah, it is.
Yep, you got it.
But I have a question from back further. The application, does that get the I put in it or not?
It does
No,
not.
the I was outlined.
It's a short I
Okay.
application, and yeah, it does not.
Okay. Some of these I'm having a little bit of trouble with.
Well, you can always contact us and ask questions. We're always willing to help you. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
myself or Kristen or Audrey, any of us, are willing to help you if you need extra help. So don't hesitate to contact us.
I think I will wrap it up with that. But again, if you are looking to find something you missed, you can go on to YouTube. Into the search bar, put in grade 3, the numeral 3, Braille, and you'll find our channel, grade 3 Braille. This will be under, I believe, lesson 11. And if you can subscribe, hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, but you will get notified when we post new videos. So if you have any questions that you would like explained or you want the BRF of something, feel free to email us. My email is Braille, BRAILLE, mailbox@gmail.com. And Nancy's is the THE song mage, MAGE, @yahoo.com.
I don't have the BRF files, but Kristen does. but I can always help you with explanations or words or, any other questions you may have.
Yeah. So if you're wanting
So-
the BRFs, email me. If you're wanting explanations, Nancy's your go-to because I do work full time and sometimes I take a little bit to get back to emails. So if you're thinking, oh, can you explain this again? It's Nancy. But if you want the file or you want the recording, feel free to email me. But we will be back next week to discuss medial signs, and it'll be vowels and diphthongs. So lots of fun. And Bob will be instructing us. So thanks for joining us, everyone, and have a great night.
Thanks, guys.
Kristen. Good night, everyone.
Oh, Audrey, did you want me to call you real quick? We didn't get a
Yeah,
chance
sure.
to talk. Okay.
Yeah, if you can. Cool.
All right.
Thanks.
I'll
Bye-bye.
do that. Bye.